by Norma Davidson.
Good morning. My name is Lisa O'Sullivan, and I'm a resident of the Steamboat Valley. I represent the many residents who signed on to a letter of concern, and I am here to express deep concern and frustration regarding the recent installation of fencing by the Nevada Department of Agriculture that has effectively blocked wild horses from accessing the valley without any notice or consultation with local residents. This action has created a serious public safety issue. By fencing the horses out, the department has eliminated one of our region's most natural and effective fire mitigation measures, grazing. These horses have historically helped manage the wildland fuels in the Willamonte and Rhodes Road areas, including 250 acres of BLM managed land. Without their presence, dry vegetation will accumulate, significantly increasing the risk of wildfire for the entire Steamboat Valley. Equally troubling is the fencing restriction of access to essential water sources. Currently, the horses have only one remaining route to reach Little Washoe Lake. However, this route forces them to cross East Lake Boulevard, a busy road with a 45-mile-per-hour speed limit, posing a danger to both the horses and drivers. In contrast, within Steamboat, the speed limit is 25 miles per hour, making it a much safer environment for all. This situation not only raises public safety and environmental concerns, but it also creates unnecessary financial burdens for the state. A state of fire official informed me that alternative vegetation management through goats would cost between $40,000 and $60,000 annually. Meanwhile, the horses have been grazing this land for free, serving the same purpose at no cost to taxpayers. It is both inefficient and fiscally irresponsible to replace a free solution with an expensive one, which adds a financial burden to the state. This fence really makes no sense. I have no idea why they felt the need to mess with something that was working, and now we have a major fire issue. I believe the state will be on the hook for providing fire mitigation annually. It makes more sense and will be less costly in the long run to revise the fence. I have personally consulted with the Truckee Meadows fireman, who supports my concerns and agrees that this new fencing significantly increases fire danger in our area. I am urging a revision to the current fencing plan. Specifically, I propose reopening access to the 250 acres of BLM land and allowing the horses to reach a long-established water source on a property bordering the BLM land on Willamonte, a source they have depended on for the last 13 years. Without access to water, the horses cannot survive and surrounding land cannot be naturally grazed, compounding the fuel buildup problem. The other option would be to remove a section of fence so the horses can access water and graze. This option would also help alleviate the possibility of residents' horses and livestock.
Thank you.
Norma Davidson, followed by Marcy Connington.
Good morning. I am Norma Davidson. This is my opinion. I have lived out in the Steamboat Meadows for over 35 years. I've been in Nevada all my life. I am a registered voter and a taxpayer. My concern is that this man, who is the head of the agricultural department, this man has put all of us homeowners in jeopardy for fires. He has no clue what he is doing. Galena has their sheep to eat the wild grass. We have the horses to eat our wild grass. 395 separates us. Galena gets their sheep, we get our horses. 395 separates us. This man won't even listen to people. He has people believing that there is water above 395. That is not true. We are in the high desert, and the only water source is Washoe Lake. And what this man is doing is a torture and inhumane, no compassion for wildlife, misery and suffering and cruelty. Insurance companies are now dropping us homeowners insurance on our houses doing damage of wildfire because of the wildfires. No horses to eat anymore. These horses are on our quarters on the state seal, and they are the spirit of Nevada. Thank you for listening to me.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Marcy Connington, followed by Liz Lord.
Morning. Hello, my name is Marcy Connington, and I'm a Washoe County resident. I'm here to voice my concerns about the Virginia Rain fencing plan also that the Nevada Department of Agriculture is putting on the range, which keeps horses out of semi-rural areas, blocking the wild horses from essential water sources they depend on. They are also blocking thousands of acres that they could graze, helping to lower the fire risk in Washoe, Pleasant, and Steamboat valleys. It is obvious to many that they are trying to intentionally squeeze out the horses on the range with what they're doing, and the horses will die of dehydration and starvation. So many people love our wild horses, including me. I'm outraged with what the ag is doing to our wild horses. Even though at least 80% of the people at the last quarterly ag meeting on December 6th spoke out in opposition of this fence, they are still continuing to install it. I guess people need to be more vocal with their hopes, the right people will hear our plea and help us stop this awful plan from going any further. We all as humans need to make sure the horses have access to adequate water, especially because we live in the high desert where it gets scorching hot. Water is essential for all living creatures and to live, and it is sure hard to come by in the desert. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Liz Lord, followed by Oscar Williams.
Myself in the eye. Good morning. Thank you for your time. I'm a concerned citizen of the Washoe Valley area, and I'm worried about the dangers facing Steamboat Valley as the fire season is here. I literally watched from my back deck when I saw a poof of smoke rise into the sky, and within 2 or 3 minutes, it got bigger and bigger. My husband and I jumped in the car to see how far away it was, as we always worry about our house. Within 15 minutes, the now infamous Washoe Drive fire was out of control, burning both sides of Old 395. In case no one remembers, an elderly woman died in that fire, in addition to several horses, dogs, cats, and other pets, because it burns so fast. In case you don't think it can happen to you, think again. Fencing these horses out of their natural grazing areas makes this even more dangerous, as the grass grows higher and is a perfect tinder for a fire. Also, to fence them out of water is disgraceful. No horse or any animal should have to suffer a dehydration death. It is very painful. I would hope that maybe someone up on your panel would have enough heart or compassion to not allow this to happen to these beautiful, soulful animals. I'm from California originally. I have had horses my whole life. I am in awe at being able to watch them in the wild. They were here before us, and to be forced into this situation is inhumane and unethical. We have to be able to come up with some kind of compromise. In California, they're trying to protect the mountain lions by building a bridge over their freeways. I don't think you guys will do that here, but anyway, I would think that with all the ranchers and horse people in this area, that we could come up with some kind of agreement besides rounding them up. The roundups are cruel and should be outlawed, at least the helicopter part of it. I really wish somebody here would get rid of that part of it. I know politicians say what we want to hear to appease us, but could some of you please look into your soul and help our horses and protect people in the areas where these fires are devastating? It could be your house or a loved one next. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Oscar Williams.